Welcome to the Industrial Talk Podcast with Scott MacKenzie. Scott is a passionate industry professional dedicated to transferring cutting-edge, industry-focused innovations and trends while highlighting the men and women who keep the world moving. So put on your hard hat, grab your work boots, and let's go.
All right, once again, welcome to Industrial Talk. Thank you very much for joining this platform and your continued support of this platform that celebrates you, industry professionals all around the world. You are bold, brave, you dare greatly, you innovate, you collaborate, you solve problems each and every day. That's why we celebrate you on Industrial Talk. We are brought to you by, if you can believe this, PMA. That is the Precision Metalforming Association. Go out to PMA.org, find out more. You need to be a part of that. Just FYI, I'm pointing at you right now. You need to be a part of it. At least go out to PMA.org, find out more. They are great people wanting to help you succeed, and you need to succeed. You can't fail on me, right? And we're broadcasting from Fabtech. It is in Orlando, Florida, and it is a gazillion square feet of individuals and companies that are really passionate about manufacturing and other things. They're fantastic. It's a dream come true that you get to walk around and look at. You get to kick the tires of all of this wonderful technology that exists out here. All right, in the hot seat we have a gentleman by the name of Doug Trout. He is the director of exhibitions. I'm glad that's not a URL. So let's get cracking.
All right.
How you doing?
Doing great.
Fabtech good?
Oh, fantastic. I mean, way beyond, I think, many of our expectations, especially, some of the troubles that we had.
Yeah, you had the hurricane.
Yeah, but this is, I'm over the moon. And I think I know our exhibitors are extremely excited. It's been a great show. First day was a giant success. Second day, I just got down on the floor not too long ago, but the place is stoked. So.
How do you determine success? What does that look like to you? I mean, I look around and I'm going, check it out, man. People milling about the place and got equipment up and running and it's spinning and doing its thing. How do you?
Yeah, I mean, the success really is, the exhibitor here is here, the attendees are here, and it's all about sticking out your hand and saying, hey, how are you? What are you looking for? How can I help you?
Yeah.
What kind of solutions can I provide for you? What kind of solutions are you looking for? Many of these companies, and I think David, when he was in his interview here.
Yeah, when you bombed him. You photobombed him.
Yeah. Many of these people are here, for multiple years. So if you don't know what you're looking for, or if you don't know where to find it, pull up to a booth, ask them. These guys, if they can't help you themselves, they'll probably be able to point you in a direction of where to go. So
it is very collegial. It's everybody is very open to I think that nature to help people succeed, to use the latest technology, because if I'm a manufacturer of some sort, I'm getting inundated by a number of, you need to do this, you need to do that, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I need to continue to manufacture. So I think this is also a great location to find trusted individuals to be able to help me all along my journey, right?
Yeah, this is the cream of the crop. This is the cream of the crop, and these guys. One of the things that I think David touched upon also is that there's a big pie out here. Everybody gets to eat.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to eat, and the guys that are people that are worried about coming to a show, or people that are worried about sharing what they do.
Yeah.
Are typically guys that aren't going to be as successful as these guys are, because when you're willing to share, people are willing to share back with you. And the collaboration, as you mentioned earlier, our members, at PMA and these exhibitors, they help each other because they work together. If I have, a coil feed, that's going to go onto a stamping, that's going to go onto a stamping operation. Or if I have a robot that's going to be picking and placing, I'm going to be partnering with some of these other guys here. So we're all helping each other out, right? That's the idea. The idea is all of these things work together. This is a one-stop shop. If you need something in your fabricating shop, in your stamping house, in your welding facility, you're going to find anything and everything that you need right here at Fabtech. From finishing, welding, forming and fabricating, metal stamping, tool and die, press automation, robotics, automation. Everything's here. Everything's here.
And what I like about it, it's here, but it's also in action too.
Yeah.
It's spinning and doing things and spitting stuff out.
It's fascinating stuff.
Oh, it is.
It is.
It is. You know, being an old salty dog like I am, I can remember bending tubes, but the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
And here is precision. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, it never ceases to amaze. I mean, you walk through these aisles and you see the latest and greatest of what's going on. And I've been doing this for a lot of years, and I'm blown away every time I walk onto the show floor, really. I mean, the genius that's in these rooms is
off the chart.
Yes,
it is, big time.
Indeed.
So how long have you been doing this?
Since 2009 with the show, and yeah, it's been a great journey. We have such an incredible team at Fabtech. I mean, from SME, FMA, AWS, the American Welding Society, the Fabricators and Manufacturers Association.
Thank you, where I was getting at.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. The Chemical Coaters Association International over there that handles the finishing end, and of course PMA, Precision Metalforming Association. We have just an incredible team of people. You know, John Catalano, Mark Hooper, Matt Rubin, Andy Goyer, myself. I'm a small part of it. I mean, you know, without these guys, this doesn't happen, you know. So we're very blessed.
I like it. I like it a lot. Tell us, Director of Exhibitions, what does that mean?
Well, not for Fabtech all around. We have 5 directors that each from each of the associations that come together, and we're a strategic management team that puts together the show. And I'm responsible to oversee what happens here in the metal forming section of the show, which represents metal stamping, tool and die, press automation, robotics, and that kind of thing. And yeah, that's my responsibility here. And then the other areas of the show have that similar responsibility with the disciplines that they represent. So the forming and fabricating area, a lot of lasers, press brakes, a lot of folding. American Welding Society over in the West Building over there, they anything welding, from on the ground to underwater.
I got to tell you, yeah. I've been fortunate enough to walk. I didn't walk over there this time, but last time, and as a former welder, it's changed.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean, there's just, like you said, the innovation here is just amazing, and it's just amazing how quickly things continue to evolve. You know, just when you thought,
exactly,
how could it get any better, it gets better. So.
Yeah, now all of a sudden with the advent of AI, and they're looking at being able to take more data, being able to analyze more data, bring it on, come on, that's where the gold is, in the data, right? Yeah. And I remember just a few years back, right? I'm collecting data, but I had no way of analyzing it. I had no way of being able to pull from that some analytics that make me a better operation. Now, I can do it. I can unearth those nuggets of gold, and boom, there it is. I'm better.
And right now.
Yeah. Right now.
That's the piece.
How do you sort of, if you're responsible for PMA and the association and all the individuals that are associated with PMA and demonstrating their solutions, how do you manage holding that tiger by the tail?
Well, it is a tiger by the tail, there's no doubt about it, but these guys, these exhibitors know what they're doing. They come in, they're prepared to put on a show, and that's exactly what we want to do, and I'm here to help them. I'm here to facilitate that, you know. We have all sorts of resources available for the first time. If you're a first-time exhibitor, man, I'll handhold you the whole time, and I'll walk you through, and I'll make you successful. And so will the rest of these people, you know. And I failed to mention, you know, Tracy Garcia, who is our one of the more recent additions to the Fabtech team. She's been with us now, I think, 3 years or 2 years, and she's been a fantastic addition for us. She's the senior director for the show, and you know, we have just so many resources on our website, the Fabtech, the Exhibitor Success Series that we have. We've got a lot of archive stuff. We've got reports. We've got anything. If you're somebody that's just been thinking about doing this, if you've never done it, maybe you're a little intimidated.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So you're able to, if I said, hey, this is the first time I'm going to be able to show, and I'd have no idea what to do and how I can make sure that I get the greatest bang for the buck, or
we got you.
You'll help along that journey.
We got you. We got you. We got you covered, back, forward, sideways. We got you.
Explain to the listener, you're doing that. What makes a successful exhibitor?
Well, some things don't change. And the tried and true thing is, you have to be out there. You want to have something demonstrable. Having something demonstrable in your display is always a very important thing. If you're standing in your booth and you don't have anything, then stick out your hand and start a conversation, because that's where it all begins, with a conversation. So, but, the biggest thing is to have something demonstrable. I remember, and I think I told when I was on with James, my kids asked me years ago, Dad, what do you do? What do you do? And we were in a restaurant, and there was a salt shaker there with a little metal top on it.
There you go.
And I started unscrewing the metal top on the salt shaker, and my son, always full of mischief, right, said, oh, you're going to do a trick on somebody. No, I'm not doing that. I said, you see this little metal top here? This little metal top that, with the perforations and the tap on there. I said, the genius that went into making this, the tooling and all of the thought that and planning that had to go into this. I work with those guys. I get to rub shoulders with the guys that do these kind of things. And of course, that's a simple part that, is a commodity.
Yeah, but we take it for granted. You're absolutely spot on. It has to work, and it has to attach to that glass container, and then they have to sort of figure out how to marry those two together.
Absolutely,
and be consistent.
And they have to do it with zero defect.
That's
because their customers are demanding zero defect.
Exactly.
So, So it's a real honor for me to be able to rub shoulders with those people. I mean, some of these people just fascinate me with their intellectual horsepower. It's amazing.
Well, I try to dazzle my wife with my intellectual horsepower, and they pretty much and my family, of course.
Yeah. I try the same thing.
And it doesn't work, does it?
No, not too much. Not compared to these guys. I mean, it's it's pretty amazing. I'm humbled every time I walk out here.
Where do you see it going? What's sort of on that horizon as you talk and you rub elbows with these individuals here at this facility or at this event? What do you see?
Well, I mean, as far as for as long as I've been doing this, I've heard the people saying the trade show. Well, Doug, there's different ways of doing things, and and the trade show is kind of a dinosaur. I've heard that from people that are on this floor, that stepped off of this floor for a minute or two, a couple of years.
Yeah.
But they're back.
Yeah.
Because this never changes.
Yeah.
This never changes.
Yeah.
When you get to shake hands and look into the eyes of somebody that you're thinking about doing business with, that's irreplaceable. It's irreplaceable. I wouldn't be spending gobs of money unless I got to look you in the eye and shake your hand and see what you got to offer me. And I want to look at your team. I want to see what you're all about. And this is how you do it right here. And you can't do that on a Zoom call or a video call.
No. And then once that connection is made, then you can just sort of expand upon it. Then you can have that Zoom conversation because you feel warm and fuzzy. That has never changed.
Right. And these guys are the experts, man. I mean, these guys bring their, this is their A game right here. I mean, probably for a lot of these companies, this is the biggest marketing initiative that they have in the entire year. So, the focus is on, we're going to get here. This is our world headquarters for 3 days, and we're going to put on a show.
They do. So how do people get a hold of you? They're saying, hey, that Doug, I want to be a part of this Fabtech. I want to be able to have my hand held. How do I get a hold of it?
Fabtechexpo.com. And it's that easy. Fabtechexpo.com. If you want to get a hold of me, that's easy too. That's D Trout, just like the fish.
Yeah, there you go.
At pma.org. And that's .org. That's not LinkedIn? That's not a .com. Pardon me?
You out on LinkedIn?
Oh yes, I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn so much the last 3 days. I've never been on LinkedIn as much as I have.
Well,
been.
fantastic.
So, yeah.
See, I like LinkedIn. Yeah. Well, you didn't disappoint. You followed David, you didn't disappoint.
Well, David, let me plug David too. David is just fantastic. He's a fantastic leader. We got an incredible staff at PMA. Give us a call.
There it is.
We'll take care of you.
Fantastic leaders, fantastic individuals, all focused on your success. They are. I can vouch for it. All right, we're broadcasting once again. Fabtech, we're in Orlando. It's a wonderful show, as you can tell by Doug, his excitement. He makes sense. Excuse me for that. We're brought to you also by PMA. Precision I want to say manufacturing. I don't want to do it. Precision Metalforming Association, PMA. Go out to pma.org, find out more. Do not put in manufacturing. No, it's metal forming. All right, you are absolutely wonderful.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, we're going to wrap it up on the other side. Oh, thanks, man. We're going to wrap it up on the other side. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
You're listening to the Industrial Talk Podcast Network.
Doug Trout is his name. Precision Metalforming Association is the organization. Fabtech was the event. And again, if you are in manufacturing, if you want to just kick, it's a great event. You get to wander around. Really, you get to look at some great things. It's really an exciting event. Put that on your calendar. They really do a great job. All right. The more I get into it, the more I recognize the necessity to collaborate. And you need to find organizations like Precision Metalforming Association to be able to help you along on this journey. You just do. It's happening, and it's happening at a rapid pace. Whatever this is, it's happening. You need to be able to find an organization such as PMA to help educate yourself. It's a must. Do it. Make it happen. Industrial Talk is here for you. You have a podcast. You have technology. You want to tell your story? Go to industrialtalk.com. Do it. Be bold, be brave, dare greatly. Hang out with Doug. Change the world. We're going to have another great conversation shortly, so stay tuned.